open up our eyes to become conscious of our actions so that we can identify that inner child and liberate and start to actually feel what it feels like to be me and to be free. Not to be the person that my parents told me to be, not to be the person that my friends want me to be, not to be the person that the society or culture wants me to be, but to be my true self. That's what yoga teaches us. And that's why we need to go inside. So now I'm going to ask you permission to touch you. If you do not want to be touched or adjusted during the practice, please raise your hand. Nobody's going to see it, just you, I, and the divinity. Good. The second question, which is very important, is do you have any injuries? Okay, show me your hands and I will come by and talk to you about it. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. Because I need to know what they are. All right, so come to the front of the mat and have your big toes touching and your heels a little bit apart. So separate your heels, but have your big toes touching. Because we're going to start feeling the foundation. We're going to start from the bottom building up. Keep the eyes closed. There's nothing to see on the outside. You don't need to look at me for this. All you need to do is listen. As you listen, you start to go inside yourself. Because you're going to start to identify your body parts. And that's what's going to help you to go in deep. So feel the entire sole of your feet on the ground. Start feeling the foot expanding to the sides and the foot getting long towards the front and the back of the room. Make the foot expand. Yes, it can. I'm not making stuff up. You can actually expand your foot so that you can feel firm on the ground. Now start moving towards your ankle. Start feeling the ankle joint. Notice the sensation that you have from the floor as your foot is completely conscious of touching the ground. Because any body part that we pay attention to will improve in quality. All you got to do is pay attention to it and you will feel it. Now let's move up to the knees. Feel your knees. And place your knees directly over your hip joint. Good. Keep the big toes touching. Don't separate the legs. Good. Feel the hip joints. Feel your hips. Place your hips directly over your knees. Good. Now feel your shoulders. Good. Bring your shoulders directly on top of your hips. Good. Bring your ears on top of your shoulders. Notice the sensation, how you start to feel long and how you start to feel solid. Now let's go back down to the legs. Let's squeeze the muscles of the legs. So squeeze your calves. Squeeze your hamstrings. Squeeze your quadriceps. And notice that your legs become strong. So use the muscles of the legs to squeeze the bones of the legs so that you feel stability. Now let's go to the arms. Point the fingers down towards the ground and squeeze all the muscles of the arms. The forearm muscles, the bicep, the tricep, squeeze them. Notice what happens now. You feel really stiff. You feel really long and strong and solid and even a little bit awkward because you're not used to standing this way. But this is your proper posture. This is the posture that you should be practicing every day because this is your natural, straight, vertical body posture. Good, keep breathing. Now what I want you to pay attention to is the breath. Long inhales and long exhales. Only through the nose, not through the mouth.